All right, everyone. This is just a very quick video just to give a little explanation to this week's assignment. All right, and so this is the document that's going to be shared out with everybody. And this is going to be a open response assignment, all right? And so reading the directions. Below are 3 open response questions relating to evolutionary concepts. Please answer all 3 questions in all parts of each question. So the third one has parts A and B. Make sure you answer both parts. Type your answers into the document that you are going to submit. All right. If you want to handwrite them, that's fine. Please send me a PDF. Upload those to Google Classroom like always. Some parts of your responses are going to come from last week's material, and others will come from this week's lecture. Right. And so last week we talked a lot about Charles Darwin and kind of his journey on to the Galapagos, and that is our first question, right? And so this first question is on the finches of the Galapagos, and it is going to talk about a couple different food sources for these finches, and the prompt is going to have you identify how the data represented in this picture supports evolutionary theory. All right, and so the points of the evolutionary theory were pointed out in last week's lecture. So look back for that and include those in your student response. All right, the second one, all right, I'm going to read it out loud. Evolution by natural selection can explain changes in organisms over time. All right, because of the overuse of antibiotics, many antibiotic resistant strains of bacteria have emerged. All right, explain how these antibiotic resistant strains of bacteria have evolved through natural selection. Right, so natural selection was introduced last week and further clarified this week. All right, in this week's lecture postings, kind of pay attention to my explanation of gray and black-furred squirrels. All right, a lot of my explanations for the squirrels will fit into this scenario. Essentially, this question is asking you, how has the environment and the conditions of who survives and who doesn't, all right, affect the generations of these antibiotic resistant strains of bacteria. Right, that's enough hints for that one. And on this one, look, the squirrels come back. All right, and so this is a little bit of graph analysis. All right, and so you have a bunch of squirrels out here. All right, light gray furs over on the left, dark gray furs over on the right. And these two A and B questions are going to ask you to use this information and think about ratios of, why is it going to be better to be a dark furred gray squirrel versus like a light gray squirrel, right? Part B is saying, I'll read it out loud. Assume the dark gray squirrels are very visible on the ground and light gray squirrels are visible in the trees. All right, so you have 2 different locations in the same habitat. So how's that going to affect the color of squirrels overall? All right. In the first one, I do want you to make a graph, all right? Some type of table or something like that. If you want to do the drawing and then just clip in your drawing, totally fine. All right, in the second one, you can just explain it in words, or you can also use a graph and kind of express it that way. All right. So in short, all right, I need you to answer all 3 of these questions, and please use information coming from our lectures. Okay. All right. As always, I'm available for email, and yeah, let me know. All right. Get writing, everybody. All right. Thanks so much. All right. Bye.